Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Giant Size The Amazing Spider-Man Issue 1 2025. Oh, that's a really kind of cool cover, and it's really kind of funny because it's like, hey, whose book is this? So we see Spidey swinging. So this is $7.99, and I felt I got my money's worth because I really liked Al Ewing and Chip Zdarsky's part. I was looking forward to Kevin Smith's, and it's okay, but Al Ewing and Chip Zdarsky's ones kind of like put it a little bit above. So we've got those three main Spider-Man ones, and then we've also got one that deals with Kid Venom as a pretty much prelude thing. And we learn in the back that this is pretty much being done as a thing for Spidey's 63rd birthday, which was like June 5th, 1962, and then like 616 Day for June 6th on the 16th. So that also comes with a little thing where if you scan the QR code on the 16th, you get another kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. So let's crack into this. The first one is Kevin Smith and Giuseppe Camicoli and Danielle Orlandi in Unstable. And the art is really good in this one. This looks bad, I know, but if you want to be a masked Marvel and blithely banter with a killer crowd as you combat crime in the core of the Big Apple, you gotta ignore the optics. But for some costume casualties, it's all about the optics. No, as he's pretty much going after Mysterio. And we're seeing that even though it looked like the Sinister Six, it really wasn't. Oink! Sinister Six eliminated our knackered assailant. You're phoning it in, Fishbolio. Why stop at a Sinister Six? Why not a Sinister 69? So we see a whole fucking lot of them. It's like, oh god. Or maybe we just keep this date intimate, as he pretty much fiddles with it. And we get a really cool page here that kind of is like done like Mysterio's kind of stuff. I really like that. Table for one, Mysterio. It's Mysterio. Missed. You missed. Jordy Howe gets the jersey over the attacker's head, yeah, and he teaches the rookie how to play that old-time hockey. Just clotheslining his ass. You suck, Spider-Man. That's the best you got? Someone skip basic banter 101. Here's Mr. Crystal Ball's sinister cell phone officer. It should help you crack the case. And speaking of crack, Spider-Man Mysterio spanked his spider can. Ha ha ha! As we pretty much deal with that, his suit ripped, and he's trying to pretty much get that kind of fixed. Oh man, stupid razor bats. Mysterio always wins in the end. I better get out of here before I embarrass myself any rip. Now, even though that's for the rip, that's a really good looking Spidey swing there. Ah, nuts. NYU's only a thread or two away from seeing my web slinger. Good thing I know a guy who lives nearby. He can give me a little assistance. So what's the diagnosis, Doc? Pink eye, Peter, if you continue using your mask that way, trying to hide the rip. Why don't you just web over the tear in the seat of your costume? Because then it bunches up when I swing and makes me look like I'm trying to bring back the fanny pack. And I like his more kind of handle on Doctor Strange and Fantastic Four in this because Strange is like, having actually projected across existences past, present, and yet to be, I can assure you, like cancer and greed, the fanny pack will always plague us. That's deep, Doc. What exactly is happening here? You're dealing with torn pants, I'm dealing with a torn dimension. Umar ripped open the fabric of our reality and created a hole. A hole? That's my cue. Is there a doctor in the house? I got something cylindrical stuck somewhere squishy. Quiet, you. Which one was that? Tom? Toby? Andy? Come on, Doc. Can't you just magic me up a pair of tracksuit pants? Magic is not the answer for every issue, Peter. You just need to make your costume from more durable material. So this fashion emergency doesn't call for the assistance the ancient arts of the Sorcerer Supreme, as much as it calls for the sartorial science of the world's smartest man. And it's like, okay, cool little Deadpool pop-up. So he goes to the Baxter building. Hello, Dr. Richards. Little help. Flame on. It's clobbering time. This is why I never do the pop-it. It's like, what the fuck's going on with the FF here, man? And this is a really kind of cool page. Stretching out for Mr. Fantastic. And then just kind of going panel down like that. Sue. You've got to fight your emotions. Not when I can fight you. I'll fight your emotional, Richards. Especially when your emotions are under the control of your greatest enemy, Psycho Man. No! Well, what do you know? Practice does make perfect. My control box. Is that what this is? Thanks for the tip, Dr. Mohel. As we see fear, normal, and hate. And Spidey gets them back to normal. Sorry for stopping by unannounced, Dr. Richards. No apologies necessary, Spider-Man. Your timing is impeccable as always. Thanks for ending our unintentional family feud. You done good, Bugsy. Now if you'll excuse us, hey Psycho, let me show you how we play with people's emotions down on Yancey Street. Gulp. And then it I like the kind of handle on him until we see pretty much Ben and Johnny just pretty much pummeling the dude. It's like, they just would have just uh, contained him. Kind of like Sue cleaning up the stuff with the glass. So, what brings the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to the Baxter building? They're gonna be calling me the thirsty neighborhood Spider-Man if I don't do something about this. Fascinating. Your suit's made of commercially available thread. I always imagined the genius who invented web fluid would have crafted a costume of the same material. The web fluid dissolves, Doc. If I'm in any battle that goes over an hour, I run the risk of showing the world my great power and my great responsibility, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. Follow me. Help! Get them off me! It's like, okie dokie. And this makes sense that they would go for the unstable molecules. With specific abilities as specific as ours, the fashion of the Fantastic Four requires rugged textiles that weren't available off the rack. So after the accident, one of the first quandaries I had to solve was the durability of what we'd wear. Not only did this non-existent material have to be flame retardant, translucent, and scalable, it had to really stretch. So I invented unstable molecules. Unstable molecules allow the fabric to change shape to match the form it covers, regardless of the shape of the skin or size of the body. Here, stand for a moment, please. Did you just body scan me? Yes. The tailor application is printing you a new version of your costume fabricated with unstable molecules. Nice. Of course, we see it there. Wow, your tailor is swift. Yeah. Johnny made the same joke. Let it cure in this box for about half an hour. After that, it's pret-a-porter. I can't merci you enough, Doc. No, thank you, Peter. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I might still be duking it out with Sue, Johnny, and Ben in the worst family fight of all time. Sounds like the Thanksgiving I spent with the Osborns. Of course, that sounds more like the kind of Sam Raimi one. So is this suit, like, death-proof now? It's made of unstable molecules, not indestructible molecules, so it won't stop a bullet, but it should keep you from showing skin during any normal fight. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Well, that's my specialty, Doc. As we then shift over to him fighting Carnage, but I think it's more kind of like your traditional Carnage, since Eddie is with Carnage now. Normal fights. The itsy-bitsy spider crawled up the murder spout. Murder spout? Down came the pain, and wiped the spider out. Oh, man, not again. Ha, well, would you look at that? Thank you, unstable molecules. Come here, Carnage. Wait! This merry Marvel adventure has been brought to you by Unstable Molecules. Unstable Molecules. The invented element that holds heroes together in our 616. So, other than some weird stuff with certain kind of other ones, and jokes that really didn't land with me, I thought this was okay. The art's really good, and I really like the Carnage and how Spidey's done. So let us shift to 616 Day, Al Ewing, and Mark Buckingham. And this is really kind of cool because it's done kind of similar to the traditional kind of art style of Spidey. This is only a dream, but dreams are binding. I am eternity. I am the avatar of your universe, the living personification of your reality. Every story begins with me, and will end with me too. I can die, Peter. I will die tonight if you let it happen, if you're not here to help. Follow the number, Peter. 616, 616, 616. God, and then I wake up. I've got a headache that feels like a massive spider sense warning. Danger from a direction I can't point to. Ow. What time is it? And that's about when I remember the date, as he sees 6:16 a.m. on June 16th. It's the 16th of June. This is magic stuff, isn't it? I hate magic stuff. Morning in Manhattan. I'm telling myself this is an early bird web swing to clear my head. But really, I'm following that spider sense migraine. As a spider, like a spider tracer as big as the world is calling me down here near the corner of 6th Avenue and 16th Street. Oh, come on. And then we see wind pop up. It's like, oh, cool. You know, smart people say there's no such thing as a magic number. That if you see a number everywhere, it's because you're subconsciously looking for it. Smart people say a lot of things. Let me just unlock this. Snap. Yo! As we see him unlock the thing, he's like, magic guy. You, sir, are a magic guy, and this is magic stuff. I called it. Sure, I even know the magic words. Come this way, please, and I will show you everything. I'm Wind, by the way. Avatar of the powers that be. The force is at the root of magic here in the 8th cosmos. You, read the God series, right? Like, that's succinct enough to get us through this. But 8 is not the magic number this time. 8 is common. 8s are everywhere. 8 primal abstracts, 8 legs on a spider, 8 bells on the clock. There's only one 616, and today is 616 Day. And then he pretty much bowls out the whole multiverse kind of thing. If I let you keep making long, portentous speeches, will you eventually tell me what that means? Don't knock it. 80% of magic is making a cool speech. You know what the multiverse is, right? The cool kids call it the Spider-Verse. So you get the concept. More than one universe exists. And every time there's a what-if, a historical event, a choice made, a zig that doesn't zag, a new universe is created. A Fraternity is a crowd. And when you have a crowd, there'll be some smart guy who counts the heads, assigns the numbers in the big race. So the big multiversal organizations like the Time Variance Authority, you've heard of them, right? They use a standardized numbering system. And we're universe number 616. I knew that. I've been around. Though that number always seemed kind of ordinary to me. Sure, it seems ordinary to you. It's the world outside your window. But that's the point. 616 is a magic number because we made the magic. Because this is the universe where the ordinary becomes marvelous. It's like, ooh, cool. And I like how Wynn's done in this art style. It's like, cool. It started here, in Phineas Horton's lab. The lab where the original Human Torch came to light. That decision to create something alive, to make art in the form of a burning man. That's where this universe got started. Okay, now you're messing with me. I don't think the Big Bang was Jim Hammond flaming on, buddy. Also, pretty sure Old Man Torch is from Brooklyn. Don't be so literal, Spider-Man. Time isn't linear. It slides all over the place when you're not looking. Every magic guy knows that. Very true, Wynn. It's like, magic is not as sticky as we think. And the torch was born right here in this room. Know how I know? That's how. Holy macaroni! And I like that this is mainly like your normal kind of paneling, but making certain ones big and certain ones small for what's going on. What is that thing? Something hostile. Move! Know what a zigzag is? A zizgi is. Heck of a time for Pop's quiz. It's when orbiting celestial bodies line up, like during an eclipse. That's how you get the shadow of the moon on the earth. Right. And in that shadow, nocturnal animals wake up. They think it's the big night. Now imagine a multiversal eclipse. Whole universe is lining up for one moment on one special day with 616 right in the middle. What shadow does that cast on us? What wakes up in the dark? A roaming eternivore, that's what. Oh, is it friendly? Every time this robot contacts oxygen in the air, he bursts into flame. Unbelievable. Those tentacles can tear holes in time. I can see Horton's original experiments as they happen. The science nerd in me kind of wants to play time tourists. Like, get that, Spidey. But the Eternivore isn't here to see the sights. Now watch. Ah! How's it doing that? While the universes are aligned, there's a shadow on the moment we're in. This place, this time. It's a weak point. A window the Eternivore can reach through to get to the rest of our timeline. So if we stop it here and now, we stop it everywhere and everyone. Gotcha. You want to eat the torch, big fella? Better get him while he's hot. Good lord, that figure is a wall of fire. I'm burning alive. Why must everything I touch turn to flame? I was gambling on an activated torch could protect himself, and he can. But we'll need more luck than that. Spidey, a little help, as we see Hammond getting into the action and Wynn trying to protect himself. Holy time holes. More formative events. Each of the moments is vital to the 616. Time can heal itself up to a point, but the more disruption this thing causes, the more it can feed, until our universe dies. And banishing it is going to take time it won't give me. Know any good magic words? Honestly, I'm asking myself something similar. What do I know? And we see all these different events going on. I was like, shit. I'm a science guy, but I've seen enough magic to know that's real too. The universe can find you in a dream and give you a mission. If it happened to Scarlet Witch, I'd believe it. Why not me? But also, why me? Why do I know? What do I have? Why am I the right person? Good lord. I could throw the flame as I would a ball. Damn it, we're out of chances, as we see Hammond kind of doing some shit. And I like how that's progressing through the panels. Maybe the right person is the person who's there. The person who chooses to act. Twit, twit, twit. And the right tool is whatever tools we have. Me, I've got these webs. I'm good at making connections. And over the years, I've learned one magic word. Assemble. It's like, yeah, as he starts pulling people from the various times to help him out. Welcome to the show, folks. I know you don't know me yet. Spider-Man? Most of you don't know me yet. But that monster's about to eat the universe, and only we have the power to stop it, so it's team-up time. Who's with me? Pretty much pulling Rocket Raccoon, Storm, Ms. Marvel, and the Thing. Jeez Louise. That ain't from around here. This guy thinks he can threaten us where we live? You present a most peculiar of set argument, yet I sense a deep sincerity in your words. You don't have to make a speech, big shot. We understand. It's like, all right, got everybody together. And then they start working as a team. We gotta use that power to help mankind, right? Just keep it on the ropes long enough to let me work. If I can force the Eternivore back, the timeline should rewrite itself to how it's meant to be. Rewrite? Timeline? Nuts. This isn't going to be one of those complicated alternate reality things, is it? Please, no alternate reality would ever be this cool. We're the 616, baby. Let's show that sucker what that means. Wait, am I chewing on my reality? Can you root for a universe like it's the Mets? If there's a lot of different kind of universes, yes. What the heck? If it's 616 Day, this is going to be so gross. But we must fight on, whatever the risk. We see them kind of going on with Hammond. Let's have a party. The three of you can't do this alone. It's time for the thing to take a hand. Don't let me down, number 6 special. Fly, my beauty. I hope it works. Let's have a celebration of this big, crazy, wonderful universe. We're there. The banishment spell's charged. The wind's going on it. And Kraku. Complete with fireworks. Wind was right. Beat the big bad, and the universe's healing factor kicks in. All the little rips in time vanish, and any temporal anomalies go back to where they should be. Ha ha! Stop, it tickles. I'm actually half expecting to vanish myself, as we see the rest going back to their time. And we see the center here. Very good quality on the comic. It's been kind of a day. Ooh boy. Is that going to happen every year? Define year. Right. Time slides around. Magic stuff. Want to grab a hot dog? Tell me all the gossip Doctor Strange wrote? Not a good idea. I'm not really a superhero type. My neighborhood isn't so friendly. But it's one big neighborhood. One big universe. That's what's so cool. Come on, Win, buddy. We just saved everything. We're celebrating here. It's 616 Day, remember? Yeah, I guess it still is. Happy 616 Day, Spider-Man. Yes. Happy 616 Day, Sir Redwin. Happy 616 Day, Peter Parker. Happy 616 Day to you all. As it kind of goes Santa Claus Eternity ending there. So I really like that because seeing these kind of formative moments that Peter is called on as a person to make connections. I think Al Ewing did a very cool job of doing that and getting that point across with all the different kind of connections that Spidey has. Going with Ms. Marvel, Rocket Raccoon, Storm, and The Thing. All people that you'd be like, okay, Spidey really doesn't go with them that much. I mean, Thing, yes, he's got very storied history with Fantastic Four, also with Ms. Marvel, but you really don't think that much with Storm and Rocket Raccoon. But this was really kind of cool, and I love the art with it. So we shipped to the last kind of big one before we get to the little one. Rapid Advancement, Chip Zdarsky and Cafu. So this one actually introduces a new kind of character. Then, got time to hit thirsties? Nah, Leia needs me home. Noah's been slacking with his homework, and Roger, Dad, what are you doing here? You won't answer my calls. What else am I supposed to do? I don't know, take a hint? You missed Noah's birthday. You blew Grandpa's inheritance. For my project, it's important. You know Leia lost her job. We barely make our mortgage payments. You had a chance to cash out on your stupid project, and you didn't. I told you, I couldn't. I'm under incredible pressure from every direction. In a month, maybe 2, this thing Dana and I are working on could save lives. I'm sorry you don't understand, but I think I understand perfectly, Dad. We're just not priorities. Yep. But then it's like, now. So, there was an explosion in New Jersey. Surrounding buildings evacuated? Yes, sir, but they all keep asking when they could return. Their guess is as good as mine. I know what you're thinking. So what? Jersey is constantly exploding. Well, this one is different. Getting Spidey in there. Cool. Oh, can I make a guess? Because, holy, Spider-Man? I'm still thinking of a scientist. Of course, going with the Osborn thing from Sam Raimi's. Interesting to have a lot of different kind of, Spider movie connections here. I thought you were a Manhattan guy. What? A guy can't swing over for famous Jersey pork roll, egg, and cheese? With bacon, egg, and cheese. They named one after me, the Spider-Ham. So, when did this happen? This morning around 4. People heard a loud bang, and then this, a frozen explosion, some force field around it. And nobody can get in. Well, it looks like somebody did. You can see somebody moving up there through the frozen flame. Did he get in, or was he already there? Hey, can you hear me? Probably not. If time is really frozen in there, sound would stop at the entry point. And anything else trying to breach would freeze as well. Okay, that guy's definitely moving. New plan. As we see, it's like, okay. Kind of looks similar to the dude that we just seen. Some friendly neighborhood love letters. Friend or foe. And then, of course, the dude walks around unsure. It's like, ooh, okay. And then, of course, to even link it up even more, we see their dialogue stuff in pink. Then, it's your dad. Says you weren't answering your phone. Sounds frantic. Oh, great. Mind keeping an eye on the onions? Felt good yelling at Dad. It felt righteous, but I should have known. When you're feeling righteous, what do you want? I'm in the med. They're coming. Oh God, they're coming. I just needed you to know. It really means you're right. I'm sorry, son. I should have been there. I've lost so much, and still I pushed you away. No, Dad, stay up. Dad, Roger, what? I've never heard his voice sound like that. Scared. It was his damn investors, Blackcourt. It had to be. He didn't give them what they wanted, and now they're going to kill him for it. And I like that we got normal kind of stuff, and then zooming in right there as he's driving on. I should have called the cops. This was always my problem. Pointed out all through my life by my meticulous father. I never have a plan. I just run headlong into situations and hope for the best. Appreciate you making me work for this. But if you don't give me what I came for, please don't. Dad and his partner, Dana, they're alive, but oh god, as we see, his dad's pretty much injured. We've got some weird pink stuff. I'm gonna explode your hearts, electro style. Don't think, just move, just, ugh. Hitting this guy is like a static shock times 100 as he pretty much goes and tackles Electro. Ballsy move there. But that's kind of what we see with any kind of, well, anybody who kind of has that kind of situation is either going to be a hero or a villain. So we'll have to see what he kind of picks for. Just need enough time to get Dad to safety. Why'd I have to yell at him? Why? Let's go. My legs hurt. Just take this. It's the only sample, and I hear the crackling, feel the hairs on my arms stand to attention. It's too late as he gets shocked with the stuff, and this is how he gets his powers. Every muscle convulses. I expect to hear screaming, alarms, and sirens, but there's nothing. The world is still. No, not still, just incredibly slow. I can feel it like an appendage. I don't know how, but I'm controlling this, and I now have all the time in the world, as he pretty much gets his dad away. Now, sorry to intrude, but, oh my god, your friend is currently exploding buildings, as we see Spidey trying to figure out what's going on. And he'll only let me help him if I help, this has got to be Earl. Okay, I can text Iron Man, ask for proper medical equipment, assess him fully. And who are you in this exploding building saga? Dr. Pratt Dana. I'm Earl's partner. Okay, got it. So first things first, what happened? Why is the building frozen, and how do we fix it? I don't know how to fix it. But Earl and I were working on a way to slow down cancer cells, targeting them with polychronal energy through a serum. Our backers, Black Court, they grew impatient, then they found out one of the possibilities of our research was accelerating time. They wanted to pivot, sell the technology to weapons manufacturers, weapons that could age the enemy, confine time dilation. Oh man, the backers came for us, hurt Earl, looking for the serum. That's really fucked up, man. Earl's son, Roger, something happened to him. Now he can somehow slow time. He's been trying to help, stealing equipment and funds so I continued the research in secret. You and your buddy said Earl here was hurt in a fight, but the medical equipment isn't for someone hurt in a fight, is it? As we learned that, even though he was injured, he also has cancer. Then, hey, you want to turn on the spectralizer? Yeah, then we can head out for it. I'm still getting used to it. But when I slow time down in an area, I'm a blur, a ghost, as fast as a jet. Lunch? What the hell? As we see him stealing stuff. I'm committing crimes, but I tell myself it's for a greater good. While we lie low from Black Court, Dana thinks that even with my speed, I need to protect my identity. Oh, you got it? As of course we see that it's him. So I did just that. Yeah, but man, that's way too much physical activity for me. It may seem like I'm moving fast, but it took me a solid hour to jog back here. It almost was an hour. You can slow time down in an area, but it's still moving at normal speeds outside your bubble. Damn, I need to figure out how to use a motorbike or something while traveling distances. The whole time I'm gone, I'm panicking, knowing I can only use my power in one place at a time. How is he? Of course, using his power to slow his father's cancer. I was able to do readings while he was unfrozen. It hasn't progressed, thank God, but I'm sorry, Roger. I tried to get your dad to tell you about his brain cancer. Why he was so insistent on finishing this project. It's not your fault. He should have come to that on his own. I'll get what you need to finish. My buddies on the force told me that Black Court took the remainder of your equipment to their offices on the south side. Once I hit them tonight, you'll have what you need. Dana thinks she can do it. Find a way to stop my dad's cancer without me using these powers all the time. So for now, I'm a thief. She thought that if I looked like a superhero, people might just assume I'm there to do good. There's no time to waste. Every second I'm using my power out here, Dad's cancer progresses. He's unprotected. Looked like I was right. So we see him trying to get a certain thing, but then, of course, Electro and the rest kind of popping up and leading to the whole building situation. All those science robberies were leading right to this. My bosses weren't very happy, man. All that shit those scientists left behind weren't enough to make what they need, but it's enough to speed things up a bit. What are those things? No, I can feel it. They're speeding up time like the weapons my dad was worried about. Get him! It's countering my powers, as we see that kind of going on and him trying to kind of deal with this. Like, oh, cool. We get introduced to his powers and his weaknesses. And it doesn't feel stupid. It feels organic. I can still move faster than him, but not by much. Too much happening. Can't keep track. And no, the gas line, And that's where we get our explosion. Now, Dad's taken care of. And then, of course, he lets it go. Boom. Oh. Hey. Sorry, figured you could handle it if I opened a little tunnel, releasing a fraction of the explosion. I can reshape the time bubble a bit to let you in with me. Spider-Man. Friends calls me Spidey or Manny. I'm Roger. I'm like, yeah, alright. Good one there. It's taking a lot out of me. Can't slow time forever. Area is cleared, and I called in a buddy who should be here shortly in case the explosion goes live. Cops told me that there were some private military types outside with minimal burns after the explosion. Was that you? And it's really kind of cool seeing Spidey's kind of area going around. That really shows how much control Rapid has at this point. Yeah, they tried to get me with devices that negated my powers, but the explosion killed those, so everything slowed down again. I could move those guys out, but I couldn't do the same with him. Electro, great. So, you need to unfreeze this squad to move him, or the friction will kill him. And the rapid moving debris will continue through him. Plus, he's surrounded by electricity. Okay, I'm pretty well insulated because of previous run-ins with this guy, so the electricity I can handle. Here's the plan. I'll hold him and the shrapnel. You unfreeze him, and I'll stop the shrapnel from moving forward. I'll get him medical help and come back for you right away. Sound good? Okay, you're ready? Yeah. Tickles. 3, 2, 1. No, easy there, Electro. I've opened a bigger tunnel. Go, now. As we see it work out, it's like, alright, good thinking, Spidey and Rapid. And, by the way, I actually really like the Iron Man armor that's going on here. I don't mind what they were attempting to do with the kind of steampunk armor, but I like the Mysterium and this kind of throwback classic one. What? Punctured lung from being a bad guy? Hold on, as we see the actual boom, and it's like, holy shit. Nice of you, as we see missiles and stuff, and Iron Man popping in, so I'm like, yay. 12's the explosion for me. Traffic was murder. No. Roger. Spidey? Roger, you. A little quieter, okay? Okay? You gotta respect secret identities. I'd say you've moved out of the unsure category. Because even though he's doing bad shit, he helped people. And we see them kind of working and getting Tony and Spidey involved. And into the friend one. He'll receive around-the-clock care. We slowed the cancer down, but I'm afraid it's still progressing. I wish there was more I could do, but it's okay. I can stop it. At least when I'm not using these powers elsewhere. I've set Dana up at a Stark lab to keep working. If she can find a way to harness this energy and localize it with a serum, it could be world-changing for more than just your dad. So, what are you going to do now? You've got the superhero outfit. You just need a name. I'd maybe not focus on the fact that you slow time down. Turtle Man isn't as impressive as, say, Captain Rapid. And I'm like, Tony. I really like Zdarsky's handle on Spidey and Tony, because they don't feel like the same person with their quips. Heh, I'd lose the captain part for sure. I don't know. Anytime I use my powers now, my dad will move closer to death. I think this was a one-off. I'm going to go back to work tomorrow, the parent-teacher interview tomorrow night, and just keep living my life. You used your power, taking it from protecting your dad to save Electro, a man who routinely tries to kill me. Not a lot of people feel that kind of responsibility. Trust me when I say this. I don't think you're just going to keep living your life. Daddy, did you really survive an explosion? Walk in the park, bud. Oh my god. Are you okay? I'm fine, lad. Really. The police wouldn't say what happened. Sure, well, I'm not sure even they understand it all. Understand. It just all happened so fast. As we see, he's got an Avengers card. It's cool. And then Spidey's like, you didn't give an Avengers business card when we met. Didn't want to burden a man without pockets. It's like, nice little riff in there as we get the end. So, I am looking forward to this. It's cool that we got a new kind of speedster hero. And I'm interested to see how he pops up, what he kind of does. And I like that it's a kind of facilitating one. Starting off trying to steal stuff, but stealing stuff to help his father. And having to deal with Electro, getting brought in with Spidey and Iron Man. I'm like, nice ones there. Then we get our little one. Prelude to the new dimensions. Yasu Sakai and Gerardo Sandoval. Yeah. So let us do this. The art is really kind of crazy looking here. I actually really like it. And I like how the Spideys look. Base of the Spider Society. Moments after Mayday Parker, the Spider Girl of Earth 982 found Kid Venom, a.k.a. Kentaro. Is that Sakata Kentaro, one of the Minamoto no Uramitsu's Big Four? Do you know him? Takayuki Yamashiro, Earth 51778. I know of him. He is one of the most famous Japanese fairy tale heroes. Everybody, we're trying to figure out how to get this kid, Venom, back to his world. Kentaro, this is the Spider Society. We're a group of spider people from multiple universes and realities. They're all here to help. So if this kid is really that hero, he came from Kyoto at the end of the 10th century of some universe, Penny Parker, Earth 14512. And in that medieval Japan, there are symbiotes who kidnapped Mayday's baby brother by making a magic portal. We called them Oni. You saved my baby brother from them, so I owe you. I just want to get back to save my friends. I was pulled from my world just as the Oni were trying to take over. Is that possible, to get you back there? By the way, kid, how are you speaking English? It's not me. It's Clinter's doing. Your symbiote translates. Neat trick. Miles Morales, Earth 616. Interesting that we're putting it on that. And because of everything, but it's cool. I'm like, Miles, yeah, 616. Spider-Ham, Earth 8311. There's no time to talk. We brought the baby back, but my friends are still fighting against Oni. I must go back to help my friends as soon as possible. That's going to be difficult. Why? Cindy Moon, Silk, Earth 616. We can travel across dimensions in the multiverse, but we can't transcend time. Time? Your world is at the end of the 10th century. That means it is over 1,000 years ago. However you got here, there's no way for us to send you back. Hey, did somebody mention time travel? I want to go back to last night and look at Clinter. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or 616. Clinter, what's wrong? Wait, Null calls for you, my child. Now enter the portal. Clinter, what is going on? As we see Null taking over, it's like, no. And come find me. What? Where am I? Earth 616, New York City, outside the Baxter Building. To be continued in Cape Venom as we see the Fantastic Four. It's like, that's not good. And then we get like spiders and symbiotes. And pretty much explaining what's kind of going on here. Yeah. So overall, I enjoyed this. I really liked the 616 day. And getting into that, I think this was a cool celebration of Spidey and 616 day. Even though it's kind of between the two, I really liked that with Al Ewing and working with Spidey and Win and everything like that going on there. And I can't wait to see other kind of stuff, especially with Rapid. I think that's a pretty kind of cool one. I like the pink kind of aspect to him, giving him kind of a different kind of color kind of thing. I really liked what they were able to do with the Iron Man armor there. And Tony and Spidey kind of working together with him and being like, you know what? We got a good feeling about him. And then seeing that Null's kind of screwing with Kid Venom, and that's going to be a bigger kind of thing. So we'll see what happens with that. I didn't mind dealing with the unstable molecules kind of stuff with Kevin Smith's kind of story, but it was kind of basic and just didn't hit on all cylinders for me, but I still don't think it's the worst thing. So I enjoyed this for the $7.99 price. If these stories sound good to you and the art, go check it out. If not, that's quite alright. You're not really missing much, except maybe the introduction of Rapid. And I think any kind of other kind of writing team will give you pretty much lowdown of him if he starts popping up in more kind of spaces. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.